What's up YouTube, this is GroudonEmpire and I am back for another episode of my Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire raiding battle spot single laddering series. Today I'm going to be doing Mega Sharpedo. As you can tell from this team, there's a Sharpedo and that is a Mega. For you guys who are new to the channel, for the Mega Pokemon teams that I make episodes of, I have 3 parts: Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Part 1, I give a little team summary, and then I usually have 1 game. Sometimes I have 2 games afterwards. Part 1, 2, and 3 in total, I have at least 6 games where I'm using this exact team. Now, if you're not interested in the team summary, you can skip on ahead once I start the team summary, and skip on ahead for like a few minutes until I am done and I start battling. I'm not going to do the team summary yet. I do want to tell you guys something a bit though right now. Firstly, there is a playlist for this. The link is in the description. Secondly, I'm on a 5-game losing streak using this team. Now, one thing I want to talk about this team, it's not a team summary right yet, it's just about this team. Mega Sharpedo is just, it's not, this team that I have, I tested it before and it was okay, but when I was using it, I don't know, I was just not doing well, and I think that the team is actually not as good as I once thought it was. But after the 5-game losing streak, also I was in equivalent to top 10 in the United States earlier, so if I'm having a 5-game losing streak, it's most likely because the team I'm using now is just not as good as what my opponents at a high level will end up using. So keep that in mind before I start this entire series. Now, I am going to start the team summary now, so if you want to skip ahead, you can skip ahead right now. So this team is a Mega Sharpedo team, as I have said. Mega Sharpedo is running Crunch, it's running Waterfall, Ice Fang, and Protect because I want to get speed boost before Mega Evolving. Now, the problem with Mega Sharpedo is that things like Azumarill, you know, Azumarill is powerful, it is bulky, and it has Belly Drum with priority. It is amazing. When you run Sharpedo, you can also run Azumarill, but if you do that, I mean, they do similar things. So if you do that, you're not utilizing your slots properly, and you can do that, don't get me wrong, you can do that, but something like, if Sharpedo and Azumarill do pretty much the same thing, only Azumarill does it mostly better, they do it a bit differently, but Azumarill is overall better, then you're not really utilizing an extra slot. It's just the same thing, and it's just, they're not good, you know, you get what I'm saying? So Sharpedo is outclassed by Azumarill. It's outclassed by Groudon. Groudon is freaking amazing. So outclassed by Groudon. As a speed boost user, it is completely outclassed by Blaziken. It is also outclassed by Gyarados. So it is outclassed by all of them, and it's really, even though it has speed boost, it's already really fast. Okay, once it Mega Evolves, it gets even faster, and it doesn't have access to base 120 power attacks. So it's really not all that strong, even with Strong Jaw. So that's the problem with Mega Sharpedo. And so the teammates I have, so that's the problem with Mega Sharpedo, and that's why this team isn't all that good. Because Mega Sharpedo, it just isn't a good Pokemon. Now, I do in this format, at least, in this format, alright? Now, for teammates, I picked Zapdos first and foremost, because an offensive, frail Pokemon like Sharpedo is going to be very vulnerable to Talonflame. And that's why I have Zapdos, because I need to make sure that I can defeat Talonflames, counter Talonflames. So that's why I have Zapdos first and foremost. Zapdos can also deal with Lucario, as it is a counter. Unless, yeah, it can counter Lucario. It cannot really counter a set up Lucario, however. But I mean, unless you have the right EVs for that. I don't have my EVs for that, but usually I just switch out into a move, or I switch out into Nasty Plot anyway, so they cannot one-hit KO me, unless they're running Focus Blast, which is another issue. So that's good versus Lucario and Talonflame. So that's great, right? Because they can both KO Sharpedo, right, with their priority moves, and it's just great overall versus things that, you know, it has a Rocky Helmet, it can deal, it's not a counter, but it is a check for Mega Kangaskhan, so that's nice. Alright, so beyond that, we have my offensive stealth rock setter because Breloom also destroys Sharpedo. I need to break its sash so I can actually end up killing it if I manage to survive with my Mega Sharpedo. Because there's a chance I might survive. It's not a guarantee when it KO that Mach Punch will kill me. So that's why I need Stealth Rock to make sure I break the sash. Also Talonflame, 50% damage, and also break anything sash like opposing Landorus and Garchomp. Then I have Reuniclus because Sharpedo is walled by the likes of Porygon 2 and Venusaur, alright? And I need to do something about that. So Reuniclus can set up on both of them. As I always tell you guys, I need a setup sweeper to sweep, to take advantage of those bulky Pokemon, alright? Those bulky Pokemon that can't do anything back. Now, depending on the matchup, I might need something else. And that's, and also, no, never mind me. Sylveon is a huge problem for my team, alright? Sylveon is a huge problem. And because of that, I need a Sylveon resist. And I thought of Volcarona, you know, I can come in on Sylveon, I can set up Quiver Dance, I do have leftovers, and then I can just have fun. So that's why I have a Volcarona in my last slot. And then I have a Conkeldurr because, I mean, priority is always nice. And he's Assault Vest, so he's actually bulky enough to take on the likes of Lucario, depending on the matchup if I don't use Zapdos. He can also deal with, he's very bulky, alright, and Assault Vest makes him really bulky on the special defensive side too, right? And with Drain Punch, he doesn't have to worry, and with Guts, he can absorb status. And also, versus Porygon 2, depending on the matchup, you know, I can just use this guy, use Knock Off and Drain Punch, and it's, you know, good game. He has Ice Punch, he has Mach Punch as well. So Conkeldurr is great. It's very versatile, but I don't know how to really use it properly. Again, I don't know how to use the Pokemon on this team properly. I made this team through rigorous testing, and I know it's at least decent, but I mean, we'll see what's going to happen. I mean, I got on a 5-game losing streak. I didn't record any of that because, again, I was getting used to the team, and I was just playing bad. You know, if I was playing good games and I lost, I would definitely record them, but I was playing extremely bad, and I felt like, hey, if I'm learning how to play a team that I already built like weeks ago, then that's not something you upload. So that's why I was going to basically relearn how to use this team again, and hopefully I do better this time. Though I doubt it, because this team is actually not as good as I once thought it was, at least versus higher level teams. So I press the challenge button, and right now, as you can see, I'm at 1602. So I was 100 points higher than this when I was playing, and that's why, well, it wasn't exactly 100 points. I mean, I was over 100 points higher than this as I peaked earlier. Find our first opponent, 1589. I was actually at 1687 or something earlier, or 75 or something like that, 90, I don't know. And then I ended up in a 5-game losing streak. Regardless, you see my opponent, they might have a level 47 cast form, but it doesn't matter because they have 1580 points. They were probably decent enough with this team that I don't have that I shouldn't be judging them based on that. So I see their team, and I see right away that Sharpedo can put in work versus Latias, the Thundurus, and I was going to say Charmeleon, the Chandelure, and Slowbro, actually. So that's actually very interesting. I do want to set up rocks so I can do damage on the Thundurus and the Chandelure, tip damage. It's always going to be nice. And Sharpedo puts in work, as I just told you. Sharpedo puts in a lot of work. And what do I do now? Alright, so I can take care of Latias. I can take care of that Thundurus Therian. I can take care of the Chandelure. Slowbro as well. That last Pokemon is a problem. How am I going to do with that last Pokemon? That's a real problem. I'm sorry for breathing. I really apologize for breathing. Apologize a lot. I feel like I should use Volcarona, but at the same time I feel like I should use Reuniclus. I'm going to use Reuniclus because I feel like Reuniclus can actually set up on things and do damage on things. I feel like it's great for that. So I'm going to use it for that, because I feel like I need it for that. Or you know what? No. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Reuniclus. Alright, let's go. So, Garchomp, Reuniclus, Sharpedo. I hope I play better this time, because I can't believe how terrible I was doing earlier, actually. Starts off with the Machamp. Starts off with the Machamp, and I'm just gonna go for straight up not Earthquake, Stealth Rock, because I want that Thunderous Therian. He's going to go out into Thunderous Therian, Latias, Slowbro. All right, I see. And he might be Mega Slowbro, actually. And that's not a good time. I want to go into Reuniclus because I want to preserve my sash. You know, maybe I can actually take down something later on in the game. And if this thing is Crowbro or just Calm Mind, a Calm Mind Slowbro set, I want to make sure to Calm Mind with it. You know, I don't want to freaking stay in on it while it sets up on me and then it destroys me. I cannot, yeah, okay, so Slowbro Knight is probably going to set up on me. I cannot critical hit it, so I'm in trouble if I cannot kill it. It's going to use a powerful Skull. That's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to burn me, but that burn doesn't matter because I am super bulky. Right now I'm going to use Calm Mind. He's probably going to use Calm Mind as well, herself, because it's a female Slowbro. But we'll see what's gonna happen. I predict a switch into something, but it doesn't matter what he switches out into because nothing's gonna one-shot me and I can just keep on recovering. Maybe actually Chandelure can destroy me. That would be troublesome. Really very troublesome. Is this Chandelure? Okay, no, it's not Chandelure. Alright. It's not Chandelure. I am going to recover because if he uses knockoff, then, I mean, yeah, I'm going to recover because I feel like I'm in good shape. If I just recover, he's not going to kill me, and I can recover, and then I can recover again. Alright, that's basically what I'm trying to say here. So it did 100 damage to me. I can recover one more time. Unless he has, I don't think it learns Storm Throw, not Storm Throw. I don't think it learns Parting Shot or whatever. No. Oh, it confused. Okay, alright, I see what's cracking. It's gonna confuse me, play the confusion game. I just hope I break through. Come on, Reuniclus, you're such a cute little jelly bean. Yep. Cute little jelly beans always come through. Always. And now I'm gonna use Psyshock, because I need this thing to go down. Look at Machamp, man. Look at it. It has those four. That looks sick. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fan of Gen 1 Pokemon a lot. And when I see Machamp doing that, man, that's just hype. That gets me hype, really hype. Are we gonna hit ourselves? Or are we gonna hit this thing? We're gonna hit this thing. All right. So cute little jelly bean coming through, not hitting itself. That did nothing, but that's all right because now I'm gonna use Shadow Ball. I'm using Shadow Ball right now. I don't know what plants are doing to me. I snap out of my confusion, and I am faster because I do have force speed investment, particularly for Slowbros, because I want to outspeed them. You know, I don't want to be slower. You know, I hate that. I hate that so much. To be slower than a Slowbro. I'm going to use Shadow Ball right now. Even though I know this guy, yeah, because this guy is going to go down. If he switches out and comes back, he's going to die to Stealth Rock anyway. But I'm still going to use Shadow, well, yeah, that's why I was going to use Shadow Ball, so it's whatever. Psyshock probably would have killed, but I wanted to be extremely safe. That's why I went for whatever I did. I need Reuniclus. Okay, right now it's tricky. I need Reuniclus for the Machamp. I'm going to switch out into Garchomp because I absolutely need Reuniclus for the Machamp. Like, totally, completely. What's he going to use? He's going to use Thunderbolt. I'm alright with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm going to use... Should I use Outrage? I feel like I should use Outrage. I'm going to use Outrage because I feel like that's my best move. And we'll see what happens. I need the Machamp to go, and Sharpedo can actually put in work versus my opponent. I just need the Machamp to go. Once Machamp is gone, I'm in extremely good shape. Outrage definitely looks like an amazing move on my part, and I end up killing off this Machamp. So this looks fantastic, absolutely amazing. Feels like I want to win this. I'm confused. I feel like switching out into... I don't really know. I want to switch out into Reuniclus right now because I don't need Reuniclus to win, and I feel like... Okay, my opponent forfeited, so we win this game. And as you guys saw, Sharpedo didn't even get a chance to come in. Sharpedo did have an okay matchup versus my opponent's team, but it was mostly Sharpedo's teammates that put in the work. And over like a very high percentage of the time, Sharpedo doesn't get a chance to put in work, alright? Most of the time, it's the teammates that do the work, and Sharpedo is just there looking pretty. Even though I made this team to try to make use of it, the only thing that has ended up happening is Sharpedo ends up making the team lose. So Sharpedo definitely gets a chance to be used more, but most of the time those games end up in losses. However, this video, this episode, it didn't end up in a loss, and I feel like it was a good matchup versus my opponent's team. You know, my opponent is lower on the ladder, so they don't have the best constructed team. But versus, you know, the high level players, this team that I'm using, I know for a fact is not, you know, a really good team. But again, Mega Sharpedo, I really want it to actually... I made a team so I can actually end up using it. Not a team that it's on, it looks pretty, but I don't actually use it. Please understand that, alright? Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click that like button, share this video, leave a rating, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check out the playlist in the description, and especially for part 2 and part 3 and other content similar to this, such as other Mega Evolution teams and just other similar content related to this kind of stuff. This is GroudonEmpire. Peace out.